What's going on, guys? theBolderBoulder here. And now that I'm about halfway through the Galidor sets, I figured might as well go ahead and get to the McDonald's figures. So, there were 5 in total: Gorm, Nick, Nepal, Euripides, and Jens. Although I'm not entirely sure why Jens and Gorm have staves, because in the show neither of them did. Also, Jens is missing a few arms. I'll get into the specific details when I go over them one by one. So first off, I'm going to go over Nick. So here he is. Here's little Nicholas Bluetooth. Tiny little guy. Probably about half the size as a normal Galidor figure. All of these McDonald's figures consisted of 3 main components: the legs, the torso, and the head, all of which were on rubberized, essentially axle slash pins. I mean, the very tip looks sort of like an axle, but then the rest of the shaft around here is like a pin, so I really don't know what to call that. But they're rubber, so whenever they're placed together, they're kind of springy, as you can see. As for the arms, every one of them have posable arms, although they just go up and down, twist on the waist, twisting on the head, so on and so forth. And really nothing that spectacular at all. I think all of them, you can see the screws on the back as well. Not the biggest deal, though. A really weird thing on his head. I don't quite know what it is. I don't remember Nick ever having that headset in the TV show. The arm is kind of odd. I mean, it's not really like what he glinched in the show either. In fact, none of these figures are really TV show accurate. I think they're really were just promo sets. I mean, essentially. But they're cool to have as a collection. So, not that great of a figure, but let's move on to the next one. Jens. Again, don't know why he has a staff, but oh well. The staff has 4 holes right here, and this one right here, as far as I know, is actually a hole for a pin, so that's kind of cool. The feet on all of these are just hollow. Yeah, they're all just hollow. And his head is not quite like Jens. You can't twist the sides of his head and have his eyepiece come out or his hair stick up. And he only has 2 arms, which these 2 arms only look like the lower arms he has and not the primary ones. But I mean, it's a decent, okay little figure. No. Again, nothing very special about these guys. Here's Gorm, one of the better ones. Pretty good likeness to his regular set form. The head mold is, of course, different. The legs are actually done pretty well, I would say. The torso, I don't know. There's the only color on this little set is the eye, so it's very monochromatic. Except it's not really the right term because he's all just one color. So pretty good. His staff, though, does look like Gorm Deluxe's weapon, which I suppose I can appreciate that. So that's all I have for him. Unfortunately, no detail on his sort of cybernetic eye. Here's the second to last one, Euripides. And, again, okay. Posable arms. Just twists right here. And this, though, Euripides is given a ponytail. So I'm guessing originally maybe some of the earlier models of Euripides did have a ponytail, and that's why the large figure has a spot for one, but then they decided to not use it. But then on the back, no tail. So, it's an interesting little guy. And lastly, but certainly, actually least, Nepal. I mean, he looks okay, but my least favorite of these McDonald's figures. His likeness is, I mean, the head you can tell, the body just mainly because of the tufts of dark blue fur, but other than that, the body is shaped really kind of weird. I don't know, yeah, the little parts on his head are not the right sizes. It just doesn't work for me. But I mean, it's okay. You know, it's just 3 pieces. There's nothing that comes with them. His hands can't hold anything, sadly. Similar to Euripides. So, not really that great. So, let's get the whole crew back together real quick. So, there you have it. All the McDonald's figs. They're overall okay. Would I recommend getting them right away? Nah. I think you could pass. Although, I'd say Nick and Gorm are the best of the two. Although, I mean, Nick is just pretty stinking weird. But yeah, like I said, pass if you want to. But if you're completionists, go ahead and get all these guys. They're really pretty cheap on eBay. Or even Bricklink. The nice part about that site is whenever you're looking up a specific part or set, it always lists the cheapest option first. So, essentially you just have to check it regularly and you can find good deals on stuff. Most of the time, anyway. There's some things that are just plain rare and hard to find, so don't always expect to get good deals on those. You'll probably find stuff on eBay of people who don't know what they're selling. Maybe on an app called Mercari as well. But, all that aside, I will see you guys again in my next video for the next half of the Galidor sets. Well, basically half. It's not exactly right. Anyway, take care, guys. Bye.